Dear students and viewers, Assalamu alaikum and very good evening to all of you. We are passing through a very tough time in our personal lives, in our social lives, and in our economic life due to this COVID-19 or coronavirus. And we are observing that the economy of our country, the economy of Bangladesh is seriously affected by this COVID-19. It is our great pleasure. It's my pleasure to let you know that the Faculty of Business and Entrepreneurship, Daffodil International University, is organizing a series of discussions on the revival of our economy. Definitely, our economy has been affected and has started regaining right now. So it is a series of discussions being organized by the Faculty of Business and Entrepreneurship, Daffodil International University. As I understand, Bangladesh economy is one of the fastest growing economies in the world. Probably this is the seventh fastest growing economy in the world. And for the quick recovery and revival of this economy, a good number of sectors will have to contribute. The sectors can be our export, remittance, business, including commerce, trade, and so on, SMEs, then employment generation within the country, and infrastructure. Among all these sectors, business is one of the important sectors which can contribute to the revival of this economy. And in business, or for the survival of a business organization, marketing is a central part. This is our second session, and the title of this session is Reimagining Marketing in the New Normal and Beyond. Today, we are having a distinguished guest with us. He is someone who does not require any introduction. In fact, he is one of the leading corporate personalities in our country. He is our marketing superstar, the first marketing superstar in our country. And I'm talking about the managing director, Consumer Brands, ACN Limited. And he is none other than Mr. Soed Alamgir. I'd like to welcome Mr. Soed Alamgir to our discussion session. I welcome you, sir. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam. Thank you.
I hope you're fine, sir.
Yeah, I'm fine. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for being with us. Sir, it is just a discussion, and you can say it is an informal discussion. In fact, I hope from this discussion, our students and other stakeholders will be benefited. And my first question to you is that before I ask you a question, I had the opportunity to visit your office.
Yes.
And it was my pleasure to have a visit at your office. And in your office, I noticed there is a statement. Marketing is a race without any borderline, without any finishing line.
Yes.
So it attracted me. So could you please explain what do you mean by this? And I believe it is a statement. Marketing is a race without any borderline. Could you please say a few words about it?
Thank you, Dr. Masum, and it is a great pleasure for me actually to be over here today. And and I thank you at Daffodil University. You said that you visited my office and you came to know many things. But I also, if you remember, that I had been your part-time faculty also for let's say at least one semester, by which I also learned a lot of things from Daffodil University, and it is in my mind. And to start with that, before I go to that, I want to compliment the great job that done by Mr. Sabur in arranging, in making such a good university, which has given birth of so many brilliant students, and is continuing to do that. And they are well placed, and they will be further well placed. I thank him and the management of your university, your vice chancellor, you as a dean, everybody for an excellent job. And I know how good you are because I was there for a semester. So, having said that, on your question, that marketing is a race. Dr. Masood, the marketing is a race. Race it starts from the day one of your birth. I always say that even the child cries to draw the attention of the mother or father, parents. Sometimes when he is hungry, he cannot say, but he draws the attention by crying. Even the second child is more marketing person in the family because he wants to draw attention of the parents who had earlier another child, but he is the second one, but nevertheless he is no less responsible, less important. Therefore he does many things to attract the attention of the parents, and and finally he or she becomes quite an intelligent intelligent guy. It has been seen the middle guys are second or third. They are much intelligent than the number one. It's because of this marketing function. Marketing is a race. There is in Bangladesh, in the world, there is nothing which is your monopoly. You are not monopoly in any area. Therefore, any product or services that you offer, it has got competition. And the competition, we know there are many part of a business, and marketing is one part. Sales is another important part. Of course, there are services which are also very important, like finance, like HR, like many other services department that we have. But major two department is the production, of course, the services that they produce, but the marketing people is the people who really make demand, and sales is just to service them. Therefore, marketing is not easy. Whenever I go for discussing about marketing subject, I say that this is the heart of the organization. If a company's marketing department is failed, all other organs are definitely to fail. Sale will not happen. When sale is not there, there is no good finance required. And when there is no good finance required, then you don't need a production also, because marketing could not succeed. So all the nucleus of the organization actually is marketing. Therefore, marketing race has to be there, and you have to really find out a way how you can make your product popular. Any product, not to talk about the commodities, but each and every product. Like if you have go for a soap, there are hundreds of soap in the marketplace. If you go to any hair oil, there are a lot of hair oil, lot of shampoo. I am talking about this one in the in your sector. I mean, in the FMCG sector. But also, if you go to any other business in pharmaceutical, there are 200 pharmaceutical companies in Bangladesh producing similar product or same product in nature, and all milligram and prices are same, but it is the marketing success that one company says so huge and the other cannot. So marketing race is always there, and it has to be there. That much I can say. Over to you, Dr.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I got the point. I got the point. So, by the way, so there are so many distinguished business individuals, industrialists throughout the world. And I know someone, Mr. Ratan Tata. In fact, he's a very adorable industrialist or business personality to me. And I saw a statement by Mr. Ratan Tata. 2020 is not the year to make profit. This is the year to survive. And I have seen a statement that is by you, I mean, Mr. Sardar. Tike thakle ekdin munapa hobe. How you will relate this to your statements?
Actually, this I
have said. Mr. Ratan Tata has said, yeah, 2020 is not the year to make profit. It's the year to survive. And you have said, Tike thakle ekdin munapa hobe. It means that you're not focusing on profit right now, this year. So how you will relate this to statements?
Actually, Ratan Tata is also very big. You know that he's a very big man. I have got a joint venture with him, with his group in Tata. Tata Tea and ACI. And this gentleman actually he has grown the big. He is leading a big industry, which is like a government actually. Their budget I have seen is like the government. You must be knowing that Tata has got its own cadre services, Tata Administration Services, like our BCS. So it's a huge. But what he said actually, I have not seen it after earlier, but with the beginning of COVID in the month of March, maybe in the beginning of March, some newspaper people chased me, like Prathomalo and Kaler Konto. These two people are taking my interview. They are talking about the profit and all these things. So I say that the profitability, don't think of profitability is a matter when you survive. If you don't survive, then you cannot make a profit. Ratan Tata also said afterwards, I have seen that he has said it. To me, it looked like I said it more positive way. He said that 2020 is not making profit. No, I don't say that. I say that we make profit actually to survive. Actually, if you don't make profit, how can you survive? So your survivability for your survivability, where minimum profit is required, which the company, many companies, as you know, that by this time, many company has already gone out of business, particularly in the Western countries, in USA, in Europe, many big companies has got closed down their operation because they could not make the required profit, and their profit margin has to be very big because their expenditures are very big.
Right.
Their salary to the people is very big, so they cannot afford that kind of salary with this kind of sales and this kind of closure and this kind of non-activities by the consumers cannot be tolerated. Therefore, I say that this is very high time actually to really survive, and if we survive, one day we'll make money and profit. Actually, I wanted to say বেঁচে থাকলেই মুনাফা হবে। তখন মানে it was going to the press. I immediately called them that বেঁচে থাকা means is dying or non-dying. I don't want to go to that extent at the moment because people are dying, still dying. So if I say that if we survive only, if we die before, I mean, it is better to die, live now instead of dying, not like that. So I said that survive, not death. That's why I changed it. Then I mean, it a change. If I changed it and said that টিকে থাকলে মুনাফা. টিকে means if you survive. If you survive, 2020, of course, I said is not a year to make profit. It's a matter of survivability. It's a matter of actually living alive, living. This COVID has actually given to a great surprise to the whole world. People could not even thought of it. Even in the month of January, if I would have said to anybody that all the planes of the world will go to stand still and no flight will be operated, all people will be in the home, and every business will be affected, and everything, all train line, bus, everything will be stopped, which are in millions and millions in number. And that too also for an year. Virus means in the year, so it is not seen. So if people would have thought me I got crazy, and they would have put onto me the mental hospital. That what he's saying. Now you see nobody could stay. Now you see things has happened, and this is a greatest surprise for many 100 years. There had been pandemic in earlier also, in the early of 19th, but that is not like affecting the whole world. There is not a place in the world who has not been affected, and Bangladesh is no exception.
Yes.
Therefore, this was my actually I was trying to please the people to say that okay, you survive now. Don't get nervous. Don't get more excited to make business, or don't get nervous to close down everything. You just survive this year. Next year it will not be there. Inshallah.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your sharing. Sir, I have another point, and just to learn. to learn. You are leading one of the fast moving consumer goods companies in our country, and that is one of the leading conglomerates in our country, SCI. It is one of the biggest companies, the biggest conglomerates in our country. And you're offering so many consumer goods. And during this COVID period, definitely the affordability of the customers are affected. Affordability, purchasing power. So how you are accommodating these in your marketing program?
Uh,
Since our purchasing power is affected, so as a marketeer, and you are personally, especially you are a very responsible marketer, enlightened marketing in our country. Everybody knows, everybody appreciates your activities and so on. So what is in your mind, and how you're accommodating or addressing this affordability of the customers right now?
Thank you, Professor Masum. And you must be knowing that there had been many information is required to run a business. And actually, I have seen that in the pandemic situation, about 2 crore people have been have been gone to the below the poverty line. They were sliding. 2 crore people has gone to poverty before below the poverty line. In addition to what we had, they're sliding from various places. You must be knowing that 20% of the people who was earning 15,000 taka and above are no longer had any income, even no income. 20% of the people. And another survey said that 57% of the people who are earning about 11,000 taka and above and 12 to 15,000 taka less no longer had any earning. 57%. And again, out of that 43% remaining, 32% people increase, they decrease their have got the decreased income, and 11% only 11% people remain stable. Out of the 100, only 11% people who are actually earning 11,000. So another things it has been seen that 35% people lost their jobs. What they? The hotel employees, tailors,
Yes.
the bus, the transport people, and now they're gaining it. Okay, but they really were badly affected. Many people have gone home because they cannot survive in Dhaka city also. If you come to any area, whether it is Uttara or Dhanmondi or Gulshan, you will find lot of signs of no to let. The houses are feeling empty. Many of my relations who had been renting their house a long time at some rate had to reduce it by dramatically to get back their tenants. So this is actually all these are affecting the income of the people, and we as a marketeer is actually the worst sufferer. And first of all, in this situation, you have to really think that which are the product very much necessary. And lucky enough, Dr. Masum, you know that I actually deal with the products mostly which are needed day to day, your day to day necessity. I service your kitchen actually. So kitchen must continue if so long we are alive. Other than water and air, the first thing that you have to buy, these two things you get from the nature, but the first thing you have to buy, without which you cannot run move, is the salt. You know, without salt you cannot run one day, and without sugar you can run someday. But you have to continue. You have to have sugar. So this is salt. We have salt, and we are number one brand in Bangladesh, and we are servicing the nation. Then we have got many other products like pulses, like our rice, our oil. We have got our many food items like ready to eat and ready to cook. Those items are there, which was very much necessary at this hour. Apart from that, above all, during this pandemic situation, ACA was the only company who had full range of hygiene products under the brand name of Savlon. You know, we have got Savlon liquid antiseptic, we have got cream, we have got Savlon health soap, which is going very well, and we have got liquid soap, we have got Savlon sanitizer, Savlon rub, we have got Savlon disinfectant spray, which I really thought of 2 3 years before, that a disinfectant spray would be good enough to kill all the germs and viruses on the surface. So this is now working very high, hard, and seeing my success, there are many competitors also. Yes. So
Okay.
we are supplying them properly. The supply chain was maintained. I want to just add one or two sentences on this, that during this pandemic started, I sent all my boys to work in the field, giving them assurance that they must maintain the suggestions given by World Health Organization, and also they stay a little bit healthy, also that the corona cannot touch them. But nevertheless, there had been some incidences, and I want to assure you that company was fully beside them to support any kind of medical treatment required for a few people. But otherwise, our boys are working from day one, so that the people can get, our consumers can get the supply of the products. Otherwise, you see, if I don't supply salt, the salt price will go high. People will move around here to there. If I cannot supply Savlon things, people will be very upset. As you have seen, even then, the Savlon prices had gone up three times more in the because of the some stupid traders. They wanted to earn money out of it. So we had a great deal of duty and responsibility during this pandemic situation, which we are still continuing.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and what you did throughout this period of time. So, by the way, it has been a great opportunity
Yes,
for your company as well. As I see, Savlon and hygiene products, and because of this Corona
yes, this way.
crisis, probably the demand for these products have gone up a sharp rise. Okay, you
Oh,
have seen, and it was an opportunity for your company. Okay. In fact, okay, every challenge has an opportunity. It was a big challenge, very big challenge. Okay, for that.
Professor Masum, I must add something, that during this pandemic situation, I had to bring many materials by air, giving a huge amount of money, but none of my products' price was changed. I all adjusted here, and I
Yes.
can assure that Savlon is such a popular product and such a demandable product. From ACI, from ACI part, in many of the SKUs were loss, because we had to buy at a very high price and also transport them by air. Therefore, it was not a very big profitable situation, but of course we serviced people.
It is really appreciable, sir. It is your commitment, the commitment of your company. Say you are not, I guess, raising price, even though your production costs have gone up, has gone up. So thank you so much. So another point I'd like to mention is communication, marketing, promotion, or marketing communication.
Yes.
We know marketing communication and promotion is one of the integral parts of marketing, and there are so many channels of marketing communication, print and other channels of communication. But during this crisis period, we people or commoners have become dependent on cell phone and so on, digital platforms. So, Mari, how you're managing this? Do you think that the typical or traditional channel of communications are going to be replaced by these new channels we are getting dependent on right now, okay, during this Corona period?
Actually, during Corona period, I had to really assess how our consumers are behaving and what they would do. You know, marketing is all about understanding the consumers. That is very important. You are a legend on that subject. I know. So actually, I also thought of the situation. From March, people all were at home, and they had no other alternative but to no other amusement. No one cannot go abroad, cannot go out of home. So they were watching television. They had been with their, actually five people sit together to discuss, but they discuss only with their own mobile phone. They don't talk each other. If you see that,
Yes, yes.
I can see also. I see it with my wife, my daughter, and even my grandchild, which is 13 years old. We are all together sitting, but we are doing different job in the Facebook. So we are doing different thing. Maybe my one will not be equivalent to my wife's one. She will read something other. I see always reading a book in the face in his yeah, what you are doing? I'm reading a book. Okay, but I see many other things. My grandchildren see other things. So actually, I have to attract them. And as you know that only newspaper was not being tasked by people, but televisions were really very good. And if you I have seen a assessment during this COVID time, the most popular was the news. The
News.
news
Okay.
before and after the news, particularly before the news or within the news, there were a lot of viewers actually. They were interested to know why is happening what. So we took the opportunity also that to give our advertisements, and also we thought that this time we could advertise some of the things which actually good for the people also. People are all crazy for buying sanitizers, Savlon liquid, and many Savlon liquid soap and rub, our Hexisol. We had been advertising about our Savlon soap to promote that soap is good enough. You are not to spend so much, and you cannot carry them. You don't need it home. At home, you can always wash your hand with 20 seconds with soap. And Savlon soap is good enough, as good as any Savlon other item. Therefore, with a 50 taka product, you can whole family can wash their hand in at least 10-15 days. So
Okay.
and also, many people are very reluctant to use the same soap. I was actually I was laughing. Actually, what kind of virus infection would be there in the soap? Soap is the sole solution for this coronavirus. This the same way people the other day, yesterday I was seeing the foreign television. Someone was saying, wear a mask. The mask is even better than your coronavirus vaccine that is coming. Vaccine is not required because you wear mask. So actually, on the finally, it has been found mask. The three things that the WHO said is the right thing: mask, hand wash, and also stay away, keeping distance. So I
Yes.
actually we advertised accordingly. Well, your question coming to your question, and definitely we had a lot of involvement in the digital media, in Instagram, in Facebook. You will see, you open anything that you will see immediately. But this time we did not like to bother people with other products which are not required at this moment. All advertisements were located to coronavirus solution. Even SCI had opened a, a a service thing in the name of Sablon Surakha, by which people would audit your university and give you an idea that how your university circumstances or your own room could be made lot of corona free. So that kind of also services we are offering, and we came up this during the pandemic situation.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Sir, many people say that innovation is the key to success in marketing and innovation. And I think, or I observed that whatever you are doing something different or innovative always in your marketing activities. And there's so many examples. Even, Philip Kotler, and you are the person in our country whose case is in the book of Philip Kotler. We take pride of you, sir.
Thank
And
you.
you are not a marketing practitioner. In fact, you are more than that. You are a marketing academic, I believe. And so your case is in the book of Philip Kotler, especially the best-selling book in the world, Marketing Management. So it is something extraordinary, definitely. And as I'm talking about innovation, to me, innovation is anything new that you are trying to bring a commodity in your marketing program, including in your marketing program. And probably I have seen a statement that is by you, Mr. Soyadar. Okay? Probably in the Observer. The Observer, probably automation is must for market innovation. Automation is must for
In
marketing.
in daily stuff. In Daily Star, yes.
Daily Star,
Daily
sorry.
Star.
uh, Automation is must for marketing innovation. So how our future marketers can become more innovative, and how they can bring as innovation, or how they can internalize, they can understand automation to implement innovation and so on. Could you please say a few words on this?
Professor Masum, I'm very glad that you raised this point. And this point I want to really dedicate to the students actually who are actually observing today our discussion. You see, innovation is a way of life. You cannot innovate, you are nowhere in marketing. And innovation doesn't mean that you find out something that Professor Kotler from America will pick it up and give it his in principle of marketing book. It's not required. It's not required. It is not. Luckily, or somewhere or other, I have been included there for my 100% halal proposition. But there have been many other innovations also. You can do. You can every day. You must innovate something. And even in the family, Professor Masum, I'm saying, you must innovate something in your family every day new. You must some even your wife is there. If my wife is there more than 30 years, I must innovate something new in here, because this is actually pleasure of mind, and this is a pleasure of staying. I mean, modern, staying afloat, everything. In the business, innovation is a must. You know, I had been talking. Many things in my business area. Even if I refer to you, Professor Masum, I cannot say it today, but I will show you in 7 days' time that what innovation, small innovation I have done, even with soap. You don't need to say 100% halal every time. You can say many things. You can see, you got to be sincere enough. You have to be sincere enough to say something, to give offer to your channel partner, to your consumers. I have made out one outer pack, will you will see soon, and you will be wondered to see what really led to do this thing. This is also an innovation. Nobody has done ever before. You have to do something new in life, and we are trying to do all these things. Coming to salt, the salt story, and that has also been uploaded by even Professor Kotler when he was in Dhaka in the hotel. I know, and this Redison in front of 1,500 best marketing legends of Bangladesh. He said, not only said that he has included my name, that is a different issue, but he said that the way Mr. Alamgir is branding his such a serious commodity product like salt. People will ask, salt is ACI salt. He will not take any other salt. But it is very hard to really make it branded. I say the truth, and I am the first person to say the truth, and I am enjoying it. That's life. I said ACI salt helped developing merit, because ACI salt actually really help developing merit. For merit development, salt has got a serious role. And we dream of a meritorious Bangladesh. By that way, I have asked people to dream. I am remembering them. Please dream to be a meritorious nation, not a third-class nation. And this is very much appropriate for the countrymen of Bangladesh. Why? Our people are seriously meritorious. You know that, Professor Masum, we had been abroad, we had been seen many things in life. You have seen the people in general in Bangladesh are much more meritorious and wise and intelligent than the surrounding countries. Name any country. I'll say no. Our people are much more. Otherwise, how they can survive with such a bad condition? The resilience. The people woke up again. A flood, this kind of flood in any European country, they will die. 3 months flood, and a drop of water was not moving out. 3 months this time in North Bengal, South Bengal areas, not a small area. Big surface was inundated. Therefore, our people are very intelligent. Our people must be innovative. I am telling my boys that you start innovating. You see, for salt, innovation is a big innovation, almost like it's even to me it is even bigger than 100% halal, because I am reckoning not only that I brought a 100% dart free and properly iodized salt in Bangladesh for the first time. This is actually the people when I will not be there, people will remember my contribution that this gentleman brought such a nice salt and have developed the lifestyle of the people that we are no longer a nation take dirty salt. Actually, now many companies has come, no problem, competition has to be there, and we cannot eat everything, and we really appreciate that. And today I am saying about this how the people to be attracted to take this kind of salt, because I said that it has developing merit. Then people became very interested about it, and they have started use this kind of salt, and my salt becomes the number one salt in it.
Once.
So innovation in many areas. You you do a small innovation every day. You just think that what I can do different. That is innovation. If you say that, okay, today I'm doing this way, tomorrow I will do it a different way, I'll change. Innovation is a matter of change, and change is a part of life. Anybody who doesn't change, he is going to be dwarf, and and he is going to be like this tree. That's a dwarf tree. He will not grow. So you must innovate every day, and innovation is anything that you say new, anything that you add new, and which is logical, and which is also create some awareness and create some interest in the people. That is the successful innovation. Like salt, I said, like in soap, I did, and also many other products that I did. Innovation in my coil made me number one in Bangladesh. Many innovations, and many innovation means innovative marketing information to the consumer made my aerosol, steel aerosol is a 92% shareholding. In the Sablon area, we are 82% market share, and in the cream we are 88% market share, and we have a very formidable share also in our soap, and it's growing like anything. These are all innovation. Otherwise, it would not go. You see, there is an advertisement now going on. Have you marked it, Professor Masum? There is a television advertisement now going on in that various channels, in which this is my idea. I said the world thomke geche. This is world has really stuck down, and I showed schools are empty. I showed some schools, the benches are empty. I showed some factories which are vacant. I saw some swinging thing. It just in the park is empty.
Empty. Nobody's there.
Empty. Nobody's there. I said that this tika thaka, that thing I also used here. Tika thaka yakon. That I say. Took a tika thaka yakon dusko. Survivability is even tough. But we hope the days will not be like this. One day bright days will come. Then started showing bright things. And then we said that smiles will come back to come. And in the picture you have seen that the mother is wearing a mask, son is wearing mask in his lap, and all are very, upset. But I say that days will come when everything will be all right. And people will laugh, the sun will shine again, and our children will be moving in the park again. But
To the school.
to get that date, that time, between now and that time when Corona will not be there, and you have to survive. For that survivability, I showed first a mask wearing. I have no mask.
Yeah.
This is the advertisement for mask. I have no mask, as you know. The mask wearing was the first thing shown. Then I showed my soap, that we use soap with bath with Sablon soap, hand wash with Sablon soap, and keep yourself healthy and survive until those days come. So this is actually, I gave it because the people to understand present situation. At the same time, people must have hope in their life, and we must be coming to a day when government will issue a circular. Yesterday there had been no death, there had been no further infected person, zero, and no. We are waiting for that date. So we must inform. This is also an innovative thing that people must be. My product has to be, of course, has to be promoted through giving the circumstances, and also giving the circumstances that we are going to face. We'll get it, and that we'll have it. But before to get that time, what we should do. So innovation in many ways, you can do it. Like that, now that you are putting your all advertisement in the digital media, Instagram, this is also something innovative things, because people are now watching that very much. Maybe on normal time they don't have time to do this, but now everybody has got the time to look at it, the Facebook. I'll say that look into the innovation. You go to the marketplace, you talk to people, even at home. At home, you care for something here. Tomorrow, you decide. Some women you'll see that they change their cot. This is also on innovation. They change their cot every now and then. Earlier it was this situation, now that situation. At least my sister, one of my sister, does it every month. She's innovative, I'd say. So that's the way.
Okay. Thank you, sir. In fact, as you have said that we're expecting zero death case.
Yes.
And we are also praying for that. And that is definitely our expectation, everybody's expectation in our country. Sir, you have mentioned a lot of things. So you touched branding. And once upon a time, probably there was a saying that Name ki ashe jaye. What's in a name? But right now, I believe name matters. As you have mentioned that, say, if I take myself as an example, probably I can recall Lobon salt, but I can recall ACI salt. It matters. So name matters nowadays. The brand name works and it matters. And accordingly, or likewise, I can, as you have mentioned, meritorious nation. We'll have to be meritorious nation and so on. So one point comes to my mind, that is country branding. If I'm talking about Bangladesh, probably as if you see the brand or image of Bangladesh to other countries, to the people of this world, probably probably the people are not having a very positive attitude to our country for some reason. So country branding, how you see country branding, and at the same time, sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, I'm listening.
Okay.
I'm just listening.
So since we are talking about our economic revival, so foreign direct investment can be can push our economy to the next level or to the next stage to get a quick recovery. But the
Yeah.
brand name of our country, or the brand image of our country, probably not so attractive to draw the attention of the investors from different countries or different corners of the world. So what is your suggestion, or what do you feel to uphold or uplift the brand image of our country as a marketeer, as a marketing expert?
Actually, what I'll say that our branding had been bad for ourselves only. We are not a bad nation. We are,
Really?
of course, we have improved a lot. We have improved a lot. You see, the nation was a poor nation ever since it was born in 1971, and you know that we did not have a, for getting a branding. First thing, that your economic condition has to be very good. There is a saying that poor man's wife is everybody's sister. Poor man's wife is everybody's sister. But when the man is really powerful, then he becomes the madam. Actually, she doesn't remain a bhabhi. He remains a madam then. So our economic condition has to be really, really very good, so that it has started. Bangladesh has got three. That there are three areas by which Bangladesh economy runs. I'm very much interested about by increasing the economic condition of the people. Garibi hatao, garib thakte paরে। Cannot poor cannot be. That's what the poverty cannot survive along with us and along with this world. Therefore, you know that there are three ways that people Bangladesh earn money. One is, of course, foreign remittance. More than a crore people out of 17 crore, 16 crore people are representing our country in the various countries of the world. That's not small. They are of course, they are our representative. But the problem is that most of them are working in a very terminal works. But I'm not sorry for that. I'm not worrying about it because any country I have assessed, even in India, they were doing all kind of terminal job in the beginning. Now you hear that Mr. So and so has become the NASA member. So and so has become in World Bank. This and that. You hear that, but go back to the story. They were in a very bad in the beginning, in the before last few years only, Bangladeshi people were very rare to be seen in abroad. But now, I have not seen any country in the world wherever I have gone. I did not get some Bangladeshi people, small or large numbers. So this has happened. First phase is being happened. Now the second phase is that how we go to secondary, I mean second phase of life. Of course, the children of these people who are terminal job working, they will not work in the terminal job. They will be doing good. They're sending money to Bangladesh and getting their children educated. Therefore, there's nothing wrong. Third is agriculture. Agriculture, earlier time agriculture was seriously mechanical. Now it is all automatic. Earlier time all were by the cows and buffaloes. You don't get a single cow in the in the area where they're plowing. All plowing is done by machine. 10 years before it was not even thought of. Even the harvesting time, you don't get people 500 taka, 1,000 taka become the rate, daily rate. But now it is not required. The government has arranged harvester. Government is giving serious subsidies on harvester purchase and harvester. In last season, only harvester saved the crops. So country is growing up. And second is the export. As you know that the current situation for the branding of Bangladesh, export did a very good. Whenever you go to America, even people say the Trump's cap, you see a logo in the Trump's cap that made in Bangladesh. It's proud for us. I have seen it this in the big stores. I purchased thing and saw that it is made in Bangladesh. At least we have tailored it in Bangladesh. We have learned. This is the first phase. And when first phase came for these garments, all were lousy. Now there are many garment factory in Bangladesh which are really which are as per terms. They are
Yes.
they are doing everything as per terms. So this is actually your phase by phase you have to do. And I want to say one thing that economic growth for the economic growth, the export, public investment, export plays a very vital role. Public investment, of course, here government has to do something because government has already lowered down the interest rate to 9%, but it has to further lower down so that SME and other developing SME and other people can be interested for this investment. The third thing is that I always say that governmental investment on development expenditure has to be very seriously monitored. But in this way, I also seriously appreciate the endeavor taken by our present Prime Minister in this economic development and these things. As you all know, that 72,750 crore taka has been given as package and a survival, and it is stimulus packages. But the question is that this amount of money, if flows properly to the system, there should not be much problem, and our economic condition will be much better. On her side, I'll say that she did really good during this pandemic situation. I earlier also appreciated that that she had talked to the 64 districts individually and could try to understand that what is really happening there. And I'll say that the control of pandemic, I don't give many other like health department, or if anybody say the health has done do this and that, but I can really appreciate the Prime Minister because she has done good. Actually, she had given a good leadership in this area. Therefore, our cricketers has done a great job in branding Bangladesh. Bangladesh earlier used to be known, oh, is it India? No, now people say Bangladesh. Wow, good cricket. They've shown some wonders. And thanks to our Shakib and their team, they are doing wonders. His name came number of times number one all-rounder in the world. So that's not a small thing. People from 17 crore, 170 million people from small people number to beat people like India, where are more than 100 crore people. China has got 120 crore people, but could not produce such brilliant boys like this. And also, Mr. Masum, the country has produced many good doctors. The doctors, and my hats off really the team of the doctors who had really made such operation to the Guragat UNO, Mrs. Wahida. And within 2 hours, they mended nine blows on my 9 hearts by this rod, pillar, a hammer on her head, and few of them are very dangerous. They mended it in 2 hours, 3 hours time, and the lady survived. I did not think that she will be able to survive. But hats off. There are such doctors in Bangladesh, and I am very extremely happy. There are big professors, big teachers in our university. We are proud of them. There are many government officers. Many people are there. Are many intelligent people. So our country is bound to be branded as a good country. Only we could not take time. Now the political problem is a little bit over, but there have been lot of actually natural calamities that you must admit. And there had been Rohingya problem. All these kind of things actually had really trailed down us. But management of Rohingya has given a good branding to the world about Bangladesh.
Yeah. So you mentioned a good number of points. So I can share my experience with you. I visited Ireland a few years back. So one day I was talking to some Irish individuals in a university. So I asked him, do you know Bangladesh? So one of them mentioned, yes, I know. So I asked her, how you come to Bangladesh? And she mentioned that it is because of cricket.
Because of?
So yes, cricket. Because of cricket.
Cricket, yes.
They watched some matches between Bangladesh and Ireland, like a cricket match. And that was the reason for which she knows Bangladesh. So as you have mentioned, so what about Cox's Bazar, then Sundarban? So if we can capitalize all these important attractive spots in our tourism sector, probably that could boost our.
Yes, Masum, on Cox's Bazar, I must say something. Any country would first attract their own domestic visitors. Any country, you will see. The domestic support is so important. If you go and avail the beauty of Cox's Bazar or its other facilities, then you will be happy. You will be talking to other people. And if you are not happy, you will not. The first phase has been over. The people of Bangladesh love Cox's Bazar a lot.
Yes.
Everybody would like to visit Cox's Bazar at least once in a while, once in a year. And there are a lot of good facilities now available. Now the next phase is to attract the foreigners. Government, as I understand, government has got certain policies to do that. The major thing is the foreigner doesn't get enjoyment here. They can't enjoy the beauty of the long beach that we have. They cannot move around freely because of the local boys and girls chasing them for selling something or other. They can't take sunbath on the beach because of safety, non-safety. And also they don't have the kind of food and beverages that they consume normally. So I think this is a very small matter. This can be done. Certain areas can be earmarked and demarcated that nobody can go. I mean, I think 100 securities or 50 security guards will be good enough to protect all this crowd to discharge the foreigners. This is nothing actually. And the facilities now, Westin is also coming up. There are many 5-star hotels also coming up. Some are planning. So I hope that it will be in next 5 years time, Cox's Bazar will be having a lot of foreign visitors. Now, you go to Cox's Bazar, you see that as a foreigner city. Why, because of the Rohingya. Many organizations, they are not for excursion. Actually, they are doing their duty, and they all reside in Cox's Bazar. You don't get any hotel room. Actually, either they have transferred them to office, or some of them has been taken permanently as their residence.
Yes. Thank you, sir. So, in our university, we are dealing with young stars, in fact, like young people in the university. And we are always trying to encourage our students, okay, to become entrepreneurs. And I believe every entrepreneur is a marketer. So, and even our honorable prime minister is also encouraging our
Yeah.
young boys and girls to become entrepreneurs. And we started okay, this. We are encouraging our students to become entrepreneurs many years back. In fact, from the from the inception of our university. As a marketer, as one of the leading legendary marketer in our country, as a responsible person in our country, how you will encourage, or how what would you like to say to our young boys and girls in the university, so that they can become entrepreneurs and they can create their own placement, own employment, and they can create
Yeah.
employment for other people. If they can become so, probably it will so boost our economy and our country as well. What
Yeah.
would you like to say?
Yeah, yeah, I remember a number of times our honorable prime minister said that don't get try to don't go for a job, create job rather. You don't go for employment, you rather employ people. So that's a great. I will say that this is a great encouragement to the young people that they can also, instead of becoming employee, they can employ other people. My advice, I have already said to that them, is that money is not an issue actually. If you read the history of many people, the money was not. There are some lucky people who actually born in a very rich family, in an industrial family, so they don't need to do many things. But for us, actually, we need to do many things. As I said at the very beginning, first of all, the attitude is the main thing. Attitude makes 100. So your attitude must be there that I will do something. If you see that I will do something and I'll do it very meticulously without hurting anybody, without going within going marginally, going, without going into any wrongdoing, that is the first thing you have to decide. Because you are wrongdoing, if you are doing, and if you survive also, if you do something good also, one good morning you will see the police has taken you to the custody and all things are closed. So that's not a way. Most important thing we discussed a little earlier is the innovation. Innovation is the mother of all kind of these
Business.
activities. One must understand that to become an entrepreneur, what business you will start. He or she before, during his study time only should observe something. Dr. Masum, I don't know if I when I was a student, from class 9, 10, I started becoming something. Okay, I will become this, I will become that. Many of my friends will say now that, all okay, you almost wanted to become everything, but finally you became a employee of a private company. I mean, yeah, like that. I said I will become a CSP. So he said that, oh, now you did not even appear BCS. And one day I used to say that I will be like Professor Masum, a professor of university. So, okay, I want to add, whatever I thought of, small way or other, I have done it.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I became part-time faculty of three universities like North, South, Southeast, and your university. So somewhere or other, I had been sometime fulfilled to become Professor Masu. And even the BCS, I was sitting in the BCS board for a number of years to take interview of the BCS candidate employed by
Oh, yes.
Public Service Commission. So in that way, I did not become BCS, but I made many one BCS because I gave the marks. And once time I wanted to be a doctor. Okay, I did not become a doctor, but I was working for a pharmaceutical company for a long time.
Yes, yes.
So I handled medicines.
You are managing doctor.
Managing doctor. Therefore, if you really start thinking that what I will do, you'll find a way. You'll find a way. If you think that, okay, I am in the first year, you think that, okay, I'll do some business in commodities. Okay, you continue to think, and you try to search what is there in commodity product, what are the things, how the aloo piyaj and all these things are being sold. That, okay, at certain point, which at certain point you see that you are not working. This is not working. But again, you said that, okay, I'll do a ready-made garments. Then at the same time, you will see that you could not. But this way, if you go, and before you start your entrepreneurship, you will find out a small way. Then also, you don't do it in a big manner. Do it slowly. Keep your 1 feet give, 1 feet you keep in farm place. The another feet you give, and then farm place. And after some time, you run it very seriously. But in the beginning, don't give both feet together. Keep 1 feet and let them try. Then you another feet try. Then another feet try. After a while,
Yeah.
run like this.
Okay, that is how okay, you have made all things. Sir, we are supposed to have this session for 40 minutes, but we are about to it is about 1 hour, right? So I'm not taking your time
No.
any longer. My last question to you: as digitization, internet, IoT, artificial intelligence, these are taking a big place in business and marketing. So what about our readiness? I'm talking about as a leading marketeer, as a leading marketing practitioner of our country. So what about the readiness of our country, the readiness of the marketeers in our country to accept and implement or use all these technological devices and so on in our marketing activities?
Professor Masum, in many of your activities has got the answer, a small answer, I say. During these days, you are taking classes online. You said that
Yes.
you offered me that I take online. I said that I am taking many online for the work. Believe it me, I am every day almost everything I am doing online. All approvals coming here, I am giving the approvals. Even from my phone, I can give approval. So this is actually need of the hour. If we are not adapting ourselves with this, one day we will be separated from the world. This is actually a matter of mental condition. I tell everybody, when I was doing an MBA in the IBA, there was no calculator. There was no calculator like this. And we passed MBA without any calculator and calculating all manually. But today you will find the one of the most, you have seen that, the largest computer in my room. I mean, it's not a display. It's really a computer, uh, and that's also I don't know 120 feet or some 120 inch or more than that maybe. So I can run it. I run it, but I am the person only who did not have a computer. Adaptability of life is very important, and you must adapt with this digitalization, and also all the students must. And I'm seeing even my grandchildren now studying in class 3, and another is in class 6, 6 or higher, 6, and another is 2. They are whole day they are taking class online, and they are understanding everything. They are studying in online. Therefore, and also this is one of the prime area of our present government, the prime minister, and she is actually talking about digitalization all the way. And I see intentionally also sometimes she may be doing many things in on digital, so that people can understand. She inaugurates 30, 40 projects through digital media one day. It's less, and she talks all the 30 places that she inaugurates. This is possible, but people will think that she has gone all the places, but she is only in Donovan. She is managing it very nice. I am surprised that digitalization is so much working. Even if you go to the sub-register office, earlier time you will call the writer to write Akho Samaj, hey, so many things he is writing for nothing. Param Karunamay, Allah Ta'ala Name, Eita, nothing. Now you go, there is everything digitalization. Only you say the name of you, the name of seller, and uh, name of buyer, and the quantity of land and the price. The 4 things are changed. All other things are digital. So this is happening, and this must be learned by our boys and girls. And our boys and girls, I have seen they're very much interested and they're very intelligent. They can do it, and they're doing it. Professor Masum, you have seen it with your own eyes. The digitalization is taking place. This is actually happening in our. If somebody want to work in a company like us, there is no paperwork. and we are all doing it through computers and PCs. So this is a need of the hour, and next time it will be artificial intelligence, AI. These are coming. Then coming the other new innovations are coming in. Uh, I'm surprised. Even when I was in China to see really the way robots are working. Oh my God, how they're working! No need of people. Robots are working like a intelligent way. So robots will come here, and they will sweep our houses. They will give me tea and many things. Not a problem. And at the end of the day, they will sleep and they will stand in the by side of a corner of a room. This is happening. This is actually important.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I see you are so optimistic, and definitely, okay, it will happen.
It
And
is.
we also see our honorable chairman, Dr. Mustafa Khan. He could foresee these, and he's a very far seer and far richer person.
Oh my God, my hats off. I salute him in his absence, actually. He
I
is
tell you,
the
sir.
one
So,
stage who
so
thought of
our,
really, when I was seeing that he's dealing with computer, this and that, earlier time, in his earlier time, I was thinking what this gentleman wants. Why this computer who uses, and what is he doing? Now I see that he is the winner. And of
yes,
course, I will say he is of the father of this computerization in Bangladesh, because he had really brought the machineries, this and that, and invested all the money on it. So I salute him from
so
my
in fact,
position.
with the faculty members, sir, we take proud of being a part of this university. In fact, our university is the best IT, probably the best IT
Oh, yeah.
infrastructure backbone in our country, and this university is fully automated. It is because of his vision and
His vision.
his motivation to the faculty members to, to 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 implement and to follow and so on. So our university is one of the leading universities in our country, and probably this is the first IT university in our country. So this
Well,
is what we are, because of his vision and because of his courage and
you can claim it. You can claim it. You can claim even bigger. You may have bigger claims with Mr. Sabur Khan, Mr.
yes,
Sabur.
we
He
have
is
we have that feeling, but we don't want to express it.
no, no, no. I as an outsider, I can say it. He's a serious visionary person on this.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
saying
Yes, yes, sir.
visionary person.
So, but with the faculty members are proud to be a part of his team, right? In fact,
Please give my salute to him that I said it. That
okay, yes,
yeah,
sir. Yes,
I take him to be a father person in this area.
yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, sir, it is about more than 1 hour. So we have taken your time, and it has been a wonderful discussion. And from your discussion, our students and other viewers, I believe, will be benefited. I have learned a lot. Your experience is always uh, something useful and very, very useful. So,
Thank you very much. Thank you, Professor Masum. You had been always very kind to me, in saying many good words for me. I am very grateful for that. I am very grateful to your university, and through you, I had the opportunity of meeting the students for one semester, and I knew the kind of enthusiasm you have put onto the students to learn things, and I did not see any single student absent during my whole course. They are all eager to learn. That thing I have seen a new thing in the university. I do go to another university also. My praises are for them, but in this area, daffodil is very unique. And of course, we have to. It depends on how one think of a dream of it. It is the dream of Mr. Sobul, but of course, the university authority, the vice chancellor, and you. Particularly, I must admit that in your division, in the business department, I mean, I have not seen others, but the Faculty of Business and Entrepreneurship department is a great, great learning place, and I always appreciate the many new students to get into that university. And also, I have already said, your boys and girls, that whenever you see that there is an advertisement for an recruitment in ACI, do apply, and we go through the process, and definitely you will be able to survive. Thank you so
Okay.
much again. Thank you for reaching to me, and it was my pleasure also to be with you. As
Thank you
always,
so much. Yes, sir. Thank you so much for your kind words. In fact, it is always an honor and pleasure for us to have you to share your experience with our young boys and girls. I believe your experience will give them a lot. In fact, your experience is something rare, and you are a rare personality, definitely.
thank you
So
so
I
much.
hope when you can manage time, you'll be spending some time
Yes,
with
very
our
much.
boys and girls, and
As you know that whenever you call me, I am there without any
yeah.
hesitation because I like you in personally and
So
also university.
on behalf of our Faculty of Business and Entrepreneurship and our university, definitely Industry University, we pay thanks to you for your time
Thank
and
you.
for your kind sharing. Thank you so much. So thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum.